What if your everyday view included snow-capped peaks, colorful Victorian homes, and alpine lakes so clear they reflect the sky like glass? Colorado isn't just about Denver or ski resorts. It's filled with hidden gems where life feels like a scenic vacation. Today, we're counting down the 10 most beautiful towns to live in across the Centennial State. Which town would you move to if money wasn't an issue? Do you prefer peaceful mountain hideaways or vibrant small-town vibes packed with adventure? Stick around. You might just find your next dream hometown, nestled high in the Rockies. Number 10. Trinidad. Trinidad, one of Colorado's most charming and affordable towns to live in. With a population of just around 8,300 people, Trinidad is tucked along Interstate 25 near the New Mexico border, surrounded by the rolling foothills of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. It's got that old Wild West charm, mixed with an artistic soul. The historic downtown is lined with 19th-century buildings made from local red sandstone, and more than 50 structures are listed on the National Register of Historic Places. But this isn't just a town trapped in time. It's thriving with new life. In recent years, Trinidad has become a magnet for artists and creatives, thanks to the ArtSpace Trinidad project, which transformed a former power plant into affordable live work lofts and gallery space. When it comes to affordability, Trinidad is a standout. The median home price is just about $195,000. Compare that to Colorado's state average of $540,000, and you're looking at serious savings. Property taxes are low too, with the average annual property tax bill hovering around $1,000. You'll also find that utilities and groceries run about 10% lower than the national average. And let's talk outdoors. Trinidad Lake State Park offers over 800 acres of water for fishing, kayaking, and paddleboarding, plus miles of trails for hiking and biking. Just west of town, the scenic Highway of Legends loops through ghost towns, volcanic dikes, and rugged landscapes. It's like a mini road trip through a fantasy novel. Trinidad also sits on Colorado's Green Mile and was one of the first towns to benefit from legalized recreational cannabis, which brought in over $2 million in annual tax revenue by 2024. That money has been reinvested into schools, infrastructure, and revitalization efforts. Despite its growth, the town still feels peaceful and unhurried. People greet each other by name at the grocery store, and you'll never waste an hour in traffic. If you want stunning mountain views, rich history, affordable living, and a creative, slow-paced lifestyle, Trinidad is absolutely worth putting on your radar. Number 9. Vail. Vail is what most people picture when they think of an alpine paradise, and honestly, it lives up to the hype. Tucked in Eagle County, this town of around 4,900 residents might be small in size, but it's massive in charm, luxury, and breathtaking scenery. Sitting at an elevation of 8,150 feet, Vail is one of the top ski destinations in North America, home to the legendary Vail Ski Resort, which covers more than 5,300 acres of skiable terrain. That's larger than many small towns, and it's not just for winter lovers. Come summer, Vail transforms into a hiker's dream, with over 166 miles of trails and a jaw-dropping gondola ride that gives you panoramic views of the Rockies. Now, let's talk about living in Vail. It's no secret this is a premium zip code. The median home price here hits around $1.6 million, and rent for a one-bedroom apartment typically ranges from $2,500 to $3,800 a month. But what you're paying for is a lifestyle wrapped in luxury. Cobblestone streets, open-air concerts, art festivals, gourmet dining, and boutique shopping all packed into one storybook setting. The town's Bavarian-inspired architecture and strict building codes ensure that the aesthetic stays timeless and elegant. Education is excellent too. Vail is part of the Eagle County School District, and there are strong public and private school options, not to mention the world-class Vail Mountain School. The town also boasts an incredibly low crime rate, over 60% lower than the national average. Plus, despite its ritzy feel, Vail is deeply community-focused. Locals enjoy free public transportation, pedestrian-friendly streets, and events like the Vail Film Festival and the GoPro Mountain Games. If you're someone who dreams of waking up to snow-dusted pines, spending afternoons skiing or hiking, and ending the day with gourmet fondue under the stars. Vail is your fairy tale. It's a luxurious mountain bubble where nature, culture, and elegance coexist. One gondola ride away from a perfect day. Number 8. Breckenridge. Historic, cozy, and buzzing with mountain town energy, Breckenridge blends old-school charm with modern adventure. Located in the Summit County and home to around 5,100 residents, this former gold rush settlement sits at 9,600 feet in elevation, making it one of the highest towns in Colorado. And that high altitude means one thing: snow, lots of it. Breckenridge Ski Resort receives an average of 300 inches of snow per year and offers 2,908 acres of terrain across 5 massive peaks. But don't think it's just a winter haven. Summers are just as magical, filled with wildflower meadows, alpine lakes, and more than 100 miles of hiking and biking trails. The town itself is a stunner. Main Street is lined with colorful Victorian buildings, boutique shops, and cozy cafes. It feels like you've stepped into a snow globe. The Breckenridge Arts District hosts everything from pottery workshops to live music, and festivals like Ullerfest and the International Snow Sculpture Championships bring year-round excitement. Despite its popularity, Breckenridge manages to feel tight-knit and friendly, like a small town that just happens to be famous. Housing here isn't cheap. The median home price sits around $1.2 million, while rent for a one-bedroom apartment can range from $2,000 to $3,200. But many residents say the lifestyle is worth every penny. Public schools are part of the Summit School District, which ranks above average, and there's a growing number of remote workers and entrepreneurs who are drawn by the mountain views and fast internet speeds. What sets Breckenridge apart is its sustainability commitment. The town runs on 100% renewable electricity and has set a goal to be carbon neutral by 2035. Add in the free public transportation, walkability, and community-focused vibe, and you've got a town that's as smart as it is scenic. If you're looking for a place where outdoor adventure meets artistic soul and where every season feels like a celebration, Breckenridge might just be your mountain dream come true. Number 7. Crested Butte. Crested Butte is the kind of town that feels like a well-kept secret whispered between skiers, artists, and nature lovers. Tucked in Gunnison County at an elevation of 8,885 feet, this remote mountain town is home to just over 1,300 people. But don't let the small size fool you. Crested Butte delivers some of the most jaw-dropping scenery in all of Colorado. Surrounded by the Elk Mountains, it's known as the wildflower capital of Colorado, thanks to its summer explosion of color. July in Crested Butte is like walking through a Monet painting, and in winter, the Crested Butte Mountain Resort offers over 1,500 acres of skiable terrain and more than 300 inches of annual snowfall. Downtown Crested Butte is straight out of a postcard, with brightly painted historic buildings, quirky boutiques, cozy bakeries, and local art galleries. It has that laid-back bohemian vibe where locals get around on cruiser bikes even in the snow. But don't mistake the chill atmosphere for a lack of culture. Crested Butte has an active arts council, an independent film festival, and outdoor music events all summer long. Housing prices here are steep, with the median home price hovering around $1.4 million, and rent averages about $2,500 for a one-bedroom unit. But many residents argue the seclusion, beauty, and sense of community are well worth the cost. What's really special is the town's commitment to preservation. Over 1.6 million acres of surrounding wilderness are protected, meaning the views you see today will be the same decades from now. There's even a conservation easement protecting over 6,000 acres of nearby ranchland. Residents enjoy world-class hiking, mountain biking, fishing, and snowshoeing, all right outside their doorstep. If you're seeking a place where mountain magic, tight-knit community, and endless outdoor adventure blend perfectly, Crested Butte is a wonderland worth chasing. It's Colorado at its wildest and most wonderful, and once you visit, you'll never want to leave. Number 6. Silverton. Tucked deep in the San Juan Mountains at an elevation of 9,318 feet, Silverton is one of Colorado's most remote and rugged gems. With a tiny year-round population of just around 600 residents, this historic mining town feels like stepping into the pages of a Wild West novel. Once a thriving silver boomtown in the late 1800s, Silverton has preserved its heritage with stunning wooden storefronts, saloons, and the famous Durango and Silverton narrow-gauge railroad, still chugging tourists through canyons and along cliff-hugging tracks after more than 140 years in service. Living in Silverton is not for the faint of heart, but for those seeking peace, seclusion, and raw natural beauty, it's paradise. The cost of living is surprisingly manageable compared to other mountain towns. The median home value sits around $335,000, and rent for a modest apartment averages around $1,100. Winters here are no joke. The town gets buried under nearly 160 inches of snow annually. But that's a huge plus for backcountry skiers and snowmobilers. In the summer, hiking, OHV adventures, and alpine lakes take center stage. Silverton sits along the famous Million Dollar Highway, a jaw-dropping 25-mile stretch of U.S. Route 550 between Silverton and Ouray, known for its hairpin turns, no guardrails, and views that look like CGI. The town is also a gateway to the San Juan National Forest, which spans 1.8 million acres of unspoiled wilderness. There's even a ski area, Silverton Mountain, with just one lift and endless expert-only terrain, attracting thrill-seekers from around the world. While amenities are basic and winters can be isolating, residents love the unplugged lifestyle. It's a place where you know your neighbors, where time slows down, and where the Milky Way actually lights up the sky at night. For anyone craving authentic Colorado living, with more mountains than people, Silverton is an unforgettable frontier escape that's as raw and real as it gets. Number 5. Creed. If you're looking for charm, color, and community wrapped in a tiny mountain package, Creed might just steal your heart. Tucked into a dramatic canyon at the headwaters of the Rio Grande in Mineral County, Creed has fewer than 400 residents, making it one of the smallest incorporated towns in Colorado. But what it lacks in size, it more than makes up for in character. Founded in the 1890s as a silver mining camp, Creed is now a vibrant arts town surrounded by jaw-dropping wilderness. And yes, that's not an exaggeration. Creed is literally encircled by 1.86 million acres of Rio Grande National Forest, making it a paradise for hikers, anglers, and anyone who craves remote beauty. The town's entire downtown is a historic district filled with pastel-painted wooden buildings, art galleries, and quirky coffee shops. At the center of the community lies the famous Creed Repertory Theater, a nationally acclaimed company that stages Broadway-caliber performances all summer long. For a town with fewer people than a single Denver apartment building, the art scene is astonishingly alive. Real estate in Creed is relatively affordable compared to high-end resort towns. The median home value is around $390,000, and rentals are limited but often run between $1,100 to $1,700 a month. And because it's off the beaten path, Creed offers a quiet life free of tourist chaos. The town sits at 8,799 feet elevation and enjoys cool summers and snowy storybook winters. Outdoor opportunities are endless. Hike the Bachelor Loop Trail, explore ghost mines, or fish in the Rio Grande, some of the best trout fishing in the state. And when autumn hits, the fall foliage against the canyon walls is the kind of beauty you'll never forget. Creed isn't about luxury or flash. It's about peace, authenticity, and a creative, welcoming spirit. It's the kind of place where people wave to you on the street, where everyone shows up for the 4th of July parade, and where life moves at the perfect, unhurried pace. If you're looking for a beautiful mountain town where community still matters, Creed is a hidden treasure. Number 4. Durango. Durango is where the Wild West meets mountain town magic, with a modern twist. Located in La Plata County and home to around 19,500 residents, Durango is one of the most balanced and livable towns in all of Colorado. It's got history, adventure, community, and just the right dose of culture. Set at an elevation of 6,512 feet, Durango is a gateway to the San Juan Mountains and the 1.8 million acre San Juan National Forest. The Animas River winds through town, offering kayaking, rafting, and fly fishing, while the surrounding trails provide hundreds of miles for hiking and mountain biking. Durango is also famous for the Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad, a living piece of Colorado history that draws over 200,000 visitors a year. Yet despite its popularity, Durango maintains a very local, grounded feel. The historic downtown bustles with over 200 independently owned businesses, including art galleries, breweries, cafes, and farm-to-table restaurants. You won't find a single skyscraper here, just blocks of charming brick buildings backed by blue skies and snowy peaks. In terms of affordability, Durango offers a middle ground. The median home price is about $640,000, and a one-bedroom apartment rents for around $1,600 to $2,100 per month. That's more than rural towns, but far more affordable than resort destinations like Vail. The local economy is strong, anchored by Fort Lewis College, the tourism industry, and a growing remote worker population. The city's school district ranks well, and Fort Lewis itself brings a young, energetic vibe to the town. Durango is a true four-season town. In winter, locals ski at Purgatory Resort, just 25 miles north. In summer, it's all about mountain biking, hiking, and fly fishing. The climate is ideal, over 266 sunny days per year, and mild, dry weather that keeps spirits high. Plus, crime is low and community involvement is strong. People genuinely care about the town and each other. If you're looking for a town that has it all, nature, culture, history, and a strong sense of place, Durango is the kind of mountain gem that checks every box, and then some. Number 3. Telluride. Telluride isn't just beautiful, it's jaw-droppingly, stop-you-in-your-tracks kind of beautiful. Nestled in a box canyon at 8,750 feet, this former mining town is surrounded by steep cliffs and 13,000-foot peaks on all sides. With a population of around 2,500 residents, Telluride feels like a secret mountain kingdom, remote, pristine, and somehow untouched by time. The town's skyline is dominated by the dramatic Bridal Veil Falls, the tallest free-falling waterfall in Colorado at 365 feet. And in winter, the Telluride Ski Resort transforms the area into one of the most luxurious ski destinations in North America, offering over 2,000 skiable acres and 148 trails. Despite its remote location, Telluride has developed a global reputation for culture and sophistication. It hosts world-famous events like the Telluride Film Festival, Bluegrass Festival, and Jazz Festival, drawing celebrities, artists, and adventurers from around the world. The downtown area is a preserved National Historic Landmark district with colorful Victorian buildings, gourmet restaurants, boutiques, and zero stoplights. Housing, as expected, comes at a premium. The median home price here hovers around $1.9 million, and rentals can easily run between $3,000 to $6,000 per month for a modest space. But residents enjoy the benefits of excellent schools, ultra-low crime rates, and a walkable layout where most errands don't require a car. Even better? The free gondola system connecting Telluride to Mountain Village, it's the only public transportation of its kind in the U.S. Telluride receives about 300 inches of snow each year, but it also enjoys a whopping 280 sunny days, creating that perfect powder meets blue sky combination. Summers bring alpine hiking, off-roading, and wildflower-filled meadows straight out of a fantasy film. Locals here tend to be outdoorsy, eco-conscious, and extremely protective of their paradise. If you're looking for a mountain town that blends wild beauty with luxury, world-class recreation with tight-knit community, and serenity with sophistication, Telluride stands in a league of its own. Living here isn't easy on the wallet, but it might just be the closest thing to living inside a postcard. Number 2. Frisco. Tucked on the shores of Dillon Reservoir and surrounded by towering peaks, Frisco is one of Colorado's best-kept secrets. Located in Summit County with a population of about 3,100, Frisco sits at an elevation of 9,097 feet, and it punches way above its weight in terms of beauty, livability, and convenience. While it's not a ski town in the traditional sense, it's minutes away from 5 world-class resorts: Breckenridge, Keystone, Copper Mountain, Arapahoe Basin, and Loveland. That means you get all the perks of ski town living without the crowds or the inflated prices. Frisco's charming Main Street is lined with colorful storefronts, cozy cafes, breweries, and gear shops. The town has a distinctly laid-back vibe, yet it's buzzing with activity all year. Summer brings kayaking, paddleboarding, and fishing on the 3,300-acre Dillon Reservoir, while winter offers snowshoeing, tubing, and fat biking along more than 45 miles of groomed trails. The median home price in Frisco is around $950,000, and rent for a one-bedroom apartment averages between $2,200 to $2,800 per month. That's not cheap, but still more attainable than nearby Breckenridge or Vail. And residents get access to top-tier amenities like the Frisco Adventure Park, Historic Park and Museum, and a community center that hosts year-round events, fitness classes, and family activities. Frisco also scores high on walkability and public transportation. The free Summit Stage shuttle system connects residents to neighboring towns and ski resorts. Schools are part of the well-rated Summit School District, and there's a strong sense of community, with regular farmers markets, outdoor concerts, and festivals like the annual BBQ Challenge that draws thousands of visitors. The town sees about 250 inches of snow annually and averages 245 sunny days, making it ideal for year-round adventuring. Locals love the balance, close enough to major action but peaceful enough to feel like home. Whether you're hiking Mount Royal, cycling the 10-mile rec path, or sipping a latte with lake views, Frisco wraps you in small-town charm with big mountain energy. It's the kind of place where you arrive for vacation and end up wanting to stay for life. Number 1. Ouray. Welcome to Ouray, Colorado's Switzerland of America, and our number 1 pick for the most beautiful town to live in the entire state. Nestled in a tight box canyon at 7,792 feet, Ouray is surrounded by jagged 13,000-foot peaks that make it look like a storybook village dropped into the Rockies. With a population of just under 1,000 residents, Ouray offers an unbelievable mix of natural beauty, affordability, and small-town soul. Originally founded as a mining town in the 1870s, Ouray now thrives on tourism, outdoor recreation, and its rich historical charm. The town has preserved its Victorian-era buildings, and its entire Main Street is a National Historic District. You'll find hot springs, waterfalls, and mountain views on nearly every block. Box Canyon Falls, a roaring 285-foot waterfall, is located just a 5-minute walk from downtown. The cost of living is refreshingly moderate. The median home price is about $580,000, and rental prices are far lower than in Telluride just over the mountain. Expect to pay $1,400 to $2,200 for a one-bedroom unit. Ouray also boasts one of the safest environments in the state, with crime rates more than 70% lower than the national average. Outdoor lovers rejoice. Ouray is a year-round adventure hub. In summer, you can hike the Ouray Perimeter Trail, a stunning 6-mile loop that circles the entire town. In winter, it transforms into the ice-climbing capital of North America thanks to the Ouray Ice Park, a man-made vertical playground attracting climbers from around the world. The town averages 160 inches of snow and over 270 sunny days each year, making it an alpine dream for every season. Add in the healing mineral hot springs, locally owned shops, community festivals, and stunning alpine drives like the Million Dollar Highway, and you've got a town that feels like a postcard you can actually live in. Ouray isn't just the most beautiful town in Colorado. It's one of the most magical places to call home in the entire country.